had a reformed homosexual come at me and tell me I needed to change my life around, and the way that I should do it was to come to their church, and their pastor would save me. He would put me in counseling, and he would teach me not to be gay. I had to ask this person. I said, do you truly believe that? And he said, yes. I said, okay. So let me ask you some questions since you've been asking me. He said, fine, ask anything you want. First of all, how did this counseling work? Did it save you? Oh, it did. I praise the Lord. I don't think about men anymore. I am engaged to a woman. I said, that doesn't make you straight, baby. Forget this. 10 years. And all of a sudden, he wasn't gay anymore. Well, I just come to realize that gay relationships will never work. They're going to always fall apart. I said, well, why do you say that? He's like, because it's not what God intended. And I go, interesting. I was like, you sound programmed. He said, what do you mean I sound programmed? I said, it sounds like you're repeating what has been told to you. You are repeating what you have heard. Did they sit you down and say these things to you over and over and over again until you felt like that was the truth? Or are you trying to convince yourself? Because you're not convincing me. You cannot change me. You cannot tell me that if I pray enough, if I pray hard enough, if I believe that I will no longer be gay, please, I will ever so much be into women, no matter what the case is, because it is a part of my spirit, my soul, and who I am. I am more than just a woman who claims to be lesbian. I feel every ounce of my attraction to women in my spirit, my heart, my soul, not just the lust. I will marry a woman. I am in relationships with women. I am in long-term relationships with women. I could never attempt to turn it around and pretend. He's going, I'm not pretending. I said, yes, you are, honey. You are pretending. I said, because for the last 5 minutes, you've been eyeing that guy over there over my shoulder. What? I said, yes, I saw you, honey. You watched him get up, go to get a napkin over there for his coffee, and then sit back down. Why were you eyeing him? Were you deciding to go talk to him? Honey, he's straight. He don't need no reformed homosexual talk. So why were you eyeing him if you are not gay still? Well, sometimes, if I don't keep praying, I don't go to church, I fall back on what I feel. I mean, we were having a counseling session there. Don't try to play me. He was like, sometimes I do fall back on what I feel in my heart, but I pray and I get all my feelings back, and I know that I'm not. I pray and I ask for God's forgiveness, and I feel saved again. How many more times do you think you're gonna do that before you realize that you are a gay? Before you truly accept yourself? When are you gonna realize that? And he goes, I have another apartment I have to go to. And I said, okay, just keep that in mind. Food for thought, baby. How long are you going to keep convincing yourself of that? And how long are you going to keep relapsing, as you call it? And before you take the time to really look at yourself and realize that you can dress yourself up in these nice, pretty clothes, but you'll never escape who you truly are. You can sit there and you can pretend and put on this pretty little picture for everybody else and have a wife and kids, or have a husband and kids, and, oh, look at me, I'm straight now. And still truly be gay. It's whether or not you act on it. But when you are truly gay and have had relationships with people, and you still have a hard time escaping the attraction that you feel, and you feel towards the same sex, and the attraction you, and trying to feel the attraction you don't feel for the opposite sex, you will make yourself pretty miserable. And at some point, you're going to address that misery. And then what are you going to say to yourself? He kind of walked off mad at me, but don't try to have no talk with me talking about reformed homosexuality. And I know you still gay because you still looking at that guy walking around behind me. Honey, please. I've been hanging with my friend too long, y'all. He goes, honey, please. Bitch, no. Yeah. Okay, y'all. I think that's my last one for the night. If it's not, forgive me. It is what it is. Peace. I love y'all.